Okay, and so we're live. Okay, thank
Hello,
you
hello
so
everyone.
much. Hi everyone. So thank you so much, Sir Ron, for coming into our Facebook Live today here at Eight Letters. So as you guys may know, na we're celebrating the October Lit Fest, and this is the second segment. Okay, this is the first day, and this is the second segment that we're having, and we'll talk about Ron Laxon's book
Okay,
entitled drum roll Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Yun.
yun.
Okay,
Thank
there you
you.
go. There you
Thank
go.
you.
Ayan.
Thank you, Cindy. Mm,
Thank you. Okay, good evening to our viewers as well. Hi,
Yeah,
Michaela.
kay Micaela Faustino. Hi, Micaela. How are you doing?
Yan, magandang gabi.
Mm, mm.
Okay, siguro ipakilala muna natin kung sino ba si Ron Lacson. Um, okay, babasahin ko na lang po muna, no? So,
Sige.
si Ron
Nasa,
Lacson,
nasa likod naman ng book
okay,
eh.
nasa likod naman siya ng book. Okay, so Ron Lacson is a radio broadcaster, presenter, producer, and has a regular program being aired in Hong Kong. He is a freelance writer and he used to write for an international Hong Kong magazine and newspaper. He writes scripts and he carefully scribbles poems. Ron is an engineer by profession and is also practicing life coach. He lives in two places, in Hong Kong and his hometown, Iloilo, Philippines. Taga Iloilo pala si Sir.
Oo. Ando ang
Oo.
aming sister home eh.
Wow, wow. So
Mm.
it's good to nakaka-proud no kasi parang bibihira lang na like as a Filipino, 'di ba? Kilala kayo in both Philippines and also in Hong Kong.
Kilala ba?
Especially as a radio presenter, that
Ah,
means
okay.
you're known. That means you're trusted by many. So I think
Thank
that's
you.
a
Thank
good
you so much.
thing.
Yes, yes. Yeah, tama yung tinuran mo. Yeah, what you said is correct.
Mhm.
I live
Mhm.
in both places, Hong Kong and Iloilo. And in every Sunday, I have a radio
Mhm.
program called Pinoy Life. It's being aired from 4 to
Mhm.
6 p.m. And it's actually anchored on
Mhm.
relevant matters concerning Pinoy lives ng mga migrant workers, hindi lang sa Hong Kong, kundi sa iba-ibang bansa. So we're talking about, of course, we play music there as well, mga OPMs, original Filipino musics, and then we discuss relevant
Mm.
topics, different topics para makatulong sa mga kababayan natin.
Mhm. Okay, nakakatuwa naman. Lalong-lalo na like you're making something na close to our hearts kasi 'di ba you're trying to make this change for migrant workers kahit sa maliit na paraan, like
Oo.
you're cheering us up, 'di ba, like you make us feel at home.
Oo, kasi tayo, lalo na tayo, malalayo tayo sa ating mga bayan. We miss our families, we miss our
Mhm.
culture, we miss the
Mhm.
environments that we grew up with. Eh, siguro, sa munting
Mhm.
programa na 2 hour show, we can actually put them back doon sa mga
Mhm.
kinilalagyan ng lugar. Maalala nila yung mga mga past memories nila with regards to how they grew
Mhm.
up sa Pilipinas.
Mhm. So siguro po bago po natin talakayin yung mga sinusulat ninyo, you were an engineer first, or are you still an engineer ngayon,
Mm.
or nag-transition na lang po kayo in a way?
Yeah, I'm still working as an engineer
Mhm.
sa semiconductor logistics dito sa Hong Kong. Actually, that's
Mhm.
one of the reasons kung ba't ako napunta sa Hong Kong because I work as an
Mhm.
engineer in the Philippines and
Mhm.
then nagkaroon ng opening dito sa Hong Kong so I applied then I work as an engineer here. Kasi doon ako, yun ang talagang
Mhm.
course ko. I graduated sa UST. So matagal na yun. We don't have to mention the date pero
Mhm. Ah, okay.
and then yun na nga.
Okay
So
po.
I'm still
And
living and
then
working as
you
an engineer.
okay. Mhm. And then after that, pinursue niyo na rin yung coaching. Like how do you
Yeah,
even juggle your time?
time management lang. Hindi naman ako, well, I'm a practicing life
Mhm.
coach, pero wala naman ako masyadong clients ngayon.
Mhm.
Ah, So from
Mm-mm.
time to time, saka yung pagiging life coach, I can still practice it inside the office, inside our company. So pwede ko rin gamitin yun kasi I have people working under me. So nagko-coach din ako sa kanila.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then, yun nga,
Okay.
nagkaroon din
And
ako opportunity to have a radio program here in Hong Kong. So it's something that I'm really passionate about.
mhm, mhm. Okay. And how do you find the time to write like this new book entitled Boulevard of Broken Dreams? How did you find the time?
Writing this particular book,
Apa,
or
this
writing in
particular book.
general.
Okay, siguro ito po muna, like this particular book. Kasi alam ko marami din kayong iba pang mga nasulat. Pero we'll tackle them one by one. Oh, sige. So
Okay.
how did you find the time?
Actually, itong Boulevard of Broken Dreams, if for our information and for the information ng mga nakikinig sa atin, it's a real
Mhm.
place in Dumaguete.
Mhm.
So I was in Dumaguete
Mm.
like 5 or 6 years ago,
Mhm.
and there's a place there called Rizal Boulevard. Ang
Mhm.
tawag nila doon is Boulevard of Broken Dreams because doon daw sa lugar na yon, there are many romances na nangyari na maraming broken-hearted people, mga broken dreams. Halimbawa, two couples, so mag-sweetheart sila, tapos yung isa aalis, iiwanan siya, maiiwan yung isa. And then yung isa,
Mhm.
probably namatay yung isa or nagkaroon ng
Mhm.
breakup. So talagang yung boulevard na yon are lugar na pinagpupuntahan ng mga taong who are in love with one another.
Mhm.
Tapos nagkaroon ng broken heart sila. So sabi ko, why don't I make a short story about the place? So maglagay ako
Mhm.
ng characters and then para applicable para sa kanila.
Mhm. Nabasa ko yung first story nito. Okay, para sa mga nakikinig, it's a collection of short stories, 'di ba? So Boulevard of Broken Dreams, this is just the title of the first story
Mhm.
in the entire collection. So nabasa ko yung first story na to. Of course, I won't mention any um uh, a spoiler alert, pero
Mhm.
grabe yung naging twist niya sa huli. Like that's one thing I've noticed.
Mhm.
Hindi
Yeah.
hindi ko inexpect na yun yung magiging ending niya. Like, okay, siguro mag-uusap lang sila doon sa, like, the two main characters. Akala ko mag-uusap lang sila and then, okay, and then it went on and on na parang, okay, eto pala.
Oo, oo.
Oh.
Actually, they're both strangers sa
Mhm.
simula, no?
Mm.
So, and then they found out, they unearthed
Mhm.
some truth during their conversation,
Oho.
which would affect not only their past and but their future as well. So, kaya tama kami, twist ng konti
Mhm.
sa bandang huli, which may not be expected ng mga readers.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm. Parang
Yun
iniisip
lang.
ko nga posible ba 'to na mangyayari? Parang hindi na oo, pero well, anything can happen naman.
Yeah, anything can happen, especially if you're a writer, your
Okay.
imagination and
Mm.
creativeness,
Mm.
talagang nandun
Mm.
will overflow pag nagsusulat ka eh.
Mhm.
Hello,
Mhm.
Shika. Hello.
Okay, so how about like ayun, hello Shika. Okay, how about
Mm.
the rest of the stories in the
Yeah,
collection? So
yeah.
aside
Mhm.
from Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
O meron tayong istorya doon. Yeah, the story is about a boy who
Mhm.
was afflicted with LLD or tinatawag nilang limb
Mm.
length
Mhm.
discrepancy. So he's the butt of jokes
Mhm.
of his friends, of his classmates. Parang ino-ostracize siya until one
Mhm.
day there was something that happened dun sa river.
Mhm.
Kaya ang title nung second story natin is Betong Pilay and the River.
Betong
So,
Pilay
and
and the
then,
River.
yeah, so it changed the whole thing. Nagkaroon ng nag-iba yung pananaw
Mhm.
sa kanya, perspective sa kanya ng mga kaibigan niya. And then nagkaroon siya ng best friend doon. And then suddenly,
Mhm.
may nangyari sa bandang huli.
Life
Um,
happened.
yeah, it went on.
Oh,
So,
like to be honest, this is my favorite story out
mm,
of the collection. Etong si
thank
Betong
you.
Pilay and
Uh,
the River. Yes.
yeah.
And then there's also Boy Scouts, A Dog Story, and then This is not a Toy Story, or maybe it is.
Mm.
And then Library. May na-miss
Yeah.
out pa po ba ako?
Yeah.
stories.
Hindi, 6 lang, tama. There are
Oo.
6 short stories there.
Mm-mm.
Yung library medyo ang ano 'no,
Mm.
ang,
Okay.
ang setting nun is sa Hong Kong, eh. So, kasi library ng Hong Kong ang
Oo.
bilhin
Na-imagine
ko
ko nga
nun.
po.
Mm. So, it's a
Na-imagine ko nga
perfect
po while I was reading na yung library. Pati yung name ng characters.
yeah. Kaapelyido mo pa nga, eh,
Mm.
yung name ng
But it
character.
reminded me, kaya nga. But it reminded me of reading Japanese literature, yung mga Japanese
Mhm.
fiction. It reminded me in a way na ganito yung estilo ng panunulat. Or sige po sir, sino po ba yung mga masasabi yung naging influences nyo pagdating sa pagsusulat?
Well, I have a penchant for reading the books of Haruki Murakami.
Mm-hmm.
S he's a Japanese novelist. Very famous siya. Actually, he almost won the Nobel Prize 2 or 3 years ago. Kaya
Mm-hmm.
lang hindi siya nanalo. So, maganda yung mga ano niya, may fantasies, may supernatural, and then may love
Mm-hmm.
stories. Saka more on
Mm-hmm.
adult type of stories yung sinusulat niya. And then
Mm-hmm.
gusto ko rin si
Mm-hmm.
Dan Brown.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Saka si Neil Gaiman.
Oo. Nabasa niyo na
Saka
po ba yung Murakami na ano, like what I talk about when I write about running?
Yes. Oo.
Yung memoir niya about running.
Oo. So non-fiction
So,
yan, pero
Mhm.
it's a good book.
Mhm. But how about Dan Brown? Alin po yung mga, alin sa nasulat niya yung pinaka-paborito niyo?
Yung Da Vinci Code.
Okay.
Yung sumunod kasi parang I expect, parang alam ko na ang mangyayari, parang I expected something
Mm-mm.
na. Yung Da Vinci Code kasi sa
Mhm.
simula, parang first time na sumulat siya
Mhm.
ng ganun.
Mhm.
Tapos ano ba yung sumunod niya, yung I forgot the other two. Parang ano na alam ko na
Angels
parang
and
meron akong
Demons.
expectation oo.
Mhm. Sabagay, it's like parang nagiging routine na siya. Okay. So,
Oo.
how about writing in general? Paano niyo nasimulan yung pagsusulat mismo?
Ah,
Have you been
hmm,
writing since nung bata pa kayo or ngayon na lang siya? Paano
siguro
po ba?
ngayon na lang, pero when I was 8 years old, I wrote
Mhm.
stories sa comics, eh. Uso pang comics nun, eh. So na-publish siya
Mhm.
and and then na-publish siya 'no, so I think it's Pioneer Comics, I can't remember. Tapos nung binigyan
Mhm.
kasi nagpaparenta kami ng comics nun, eh. Yung mother ko
Ito po ba
nagpaparenta
yung
ng comics.
mga tigbe 20 pesos?
Oo, tigba ₱20. Maliit. And then nung
Paborito
nabasa
ko
yun ng
yun.
father ko, "Oh, ang galing mo naman magsulat," pero Tagalog yun, So sabi niya, Bakit hindi ka sumulat?"
Mhm.
Sabi ko, "Sige." Pero siyempre, ano, I was, turned into another life, eh. Naging parang mas madaling
Mhm.
magkaroon ng career pagka-engineering graduate ka, eh. So,
Mhm.
ayun,
Mhm.
naging engineer ako tapos, and then when I graduated sa nagtrabaho na ako, then of course, I begin to read more books. Tapos nagkaroon ako ng passion to write.
Mhm.
Hmm. Tsaka yung sinusulat ko naman minsan
Okay,
I
so
don't know
it
if
all began with
yeah.
mhm. Sorry po, go ahead.
If you look at my FB page, I sometimes write things there,
Mhm.
mga short articles lang.
Mhm.
So yeah, I
So
yun.
it's your way of practicing. Para siyang blog, daily blog pag nagsusulat kayo ng excerpts about what's happening in your life or conversations that you've heard or something like that.
Oo, oo.
Mhm.
Yung mga nangyayari din sa Hong Kong minsan
Mhm.
you happen to be in Jollibee tapos meron kang kumakain ka tapos nakita mo may narinig ka nag-uusap ng mga kababayan natin and
Mhm.
the topic and discussions are very interesting, then pag-uwi ko ng bahay, I could put that in writing, parang extra, parang anecdotes nila. Then I put some funny moments there para
Mhm.
malibang naman yung kababayan natin 'pag nabasa and then para meron ding lessons ng konti.
Sabagay.
Yun.
Pero kayo po ba, nagsusulat po ba kayo sa journal niyo? Like, on a diary of some sort? Or etong
Hindi naman.
Facebook? na lang.
Ito
Dito na lang
Facebook
kayo
na lang,
nagsusulat.
ito na Facebook na lang.
Para dire-diretso na.
Dire-diretso na.
Okay. So, ano po ba? Ano po ba? Meron po ba kayong mga iba pang mga upcoming book or iba pang mga sinusulat?
Yeah, I have some short stories pa na unfinished pa. And then I'm
Mhm.
writing a novel. Um,
Mhm.
Unfinished pa rin kasi ang hirap pag novel. Kasi panser ako eh. Parang pagka upo lang ako tsaka lang ako nagsusulat. So
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
so tsaka isa pa I have a I have a day job. Mahirap talaga yan. My
Mhm.
day
Mhm.
job is very
Right.
stressful. So pagdating sa bahay, siyempre, even though you want to write, pagod na, hindi ka na makapagpahinga. So,
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if determine ko pa if I'm a morning person or a night person eh. Kasi some writers, they write in the morning, some writers, they write in the evening.
Mhm.
Uh,
Right.
so hindi ko pa alam kung ano ko. Baka mamaya, ano lang ako, lunch person lang ako eh.
Buti nga ano, kasi like ako po, like I worked in Hong Kong before and then alam ko na sobrang nakaka-pressure and I wouldn't know kung saan nyo pa kukunin like from your brain cells, like the energy and the motivation to still write, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Or siguro dahil you're working as an engineer, siguro parang it's all about you know, mga logical stuff. And siguro kailangan na lang gumana is yung left brain, tama po ba? Left brain yung
Or left
artistic
brain.
side, di ba? Mm-mm.
Oo. Kaso kasi
Oo.
sa work namin, pagdating sa bahay, it doesn't mean that when you got home, wala nang
Mhm.
trabaho eh. Sometimes you
Mhm.
still have to reply to emails, and then
Mhm.
meron pa mga calls na kailangan mong sagutin.
Mhm.
So, if you're a writer tapos meron kang trabahong ganito, it's really very difficult na
Mhm.
magsulat. So,
Yes.
pag may time talaga ako na magsulat, tinitreasure ko yun eh.
Mhm.
So that's why nagsulat ako ng motto, sabi ko doon, a writer who delays the writing of his thoughts is like a man who makes a cup of tea after the hot water in the kettle cools down.
Oh, okay. That's something new. Parang ngayon ko lang narinig yan. Pakiulit po.
Um, a writer who delays the writing of his thoughts is like a man
Aha.
who makes a cup of tea after the hot water in the kettle cools down.
Ayun. So, ang ibig sabihin nun, isulat mo na dapat agad-agad kung ano yung
Oo.
nasa isip nyo.
Ano yung
Oo.
nasa isip mo. Kahit na-scribble mo lang para may idea ka na. Kasi
Mm.
if, uh, if, sorry. If you
Mhm.
delayed it, makakalimutan mo na eh. So, I ad
Mhm.
my unsolicited advice sa mga nagsisimula din magsulat, sabagay nagsisimula din naman ako magsulat 'no. Bring a notebook or
Mhm.
anything na kunyari meron kang idea, write it down immediately. Kunyari may nakita ka sa labas na very interesting, na you can put it in one of your
Mhm.
stories na pwedeng mo inject, maski yung character, write it
Right.
down on a notebook and then keep it and then later on you can use
Mhm.
them. So, yeah.
Tama, tama. Okay. Oh, eto. May comment si Lloyd. Sabi niya, that's a good analogy. Thank you for sharing that po. O,
Yeah.
diba?
Kasi
So,
Lloyd,
alam mo na kung ano yung pwedeng maging remedy when it comes to writer's block. Parang
uh-huh.
you just have to go out to the world and then start like observing or listen listen to conversations and then
Yes.
just
Oo.
start scribbling. Siguro, yeah,
Yes.
that's a very good advice. Thank you so much for that. Ako actually like I'm having troubles myself na parang 'di ba ang dami-daming nangyayari ngayon sa buhay ko like okay fine I just got
Madami.
married tapos parang okay I gusto
Congratulations.
kong magsulat. Ay salamat. Salamat po. Gusto kong magsulat pero like
Uh-huh.
parang hindi ko alam kung bakit hindi ako wala akong maisip na something good that is worth
Mm.
writing. Parang yun yung nasa isip ko
Oo.
ngayon.
Well,
Parang hindi siya
sabi ni
tulad dati.
pero sabi ni Margaret Thatcher, Margaret Atwood, ah,
Okay.
Margaret Atwood, sabi niya, if you don't
Hindi si
feel like
Margaret.
writing, just write. Magsulat ka lang daw.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter whether it's a
Mhm.
rubbish or basura yan, basta magsulat ka lang daw because yung
Mhm.
creativity mo will flow later. Pero hindi ko alam kung applicable sa
Mhm.
lahat ng writers
Mhm.
yun, kasi sa kanya applicable yun. Kasi sa akin talaga 'pag wala ko talaga akong masulat, talagang wala, eh. Hindi ko puwedeng ma-force yung sarili ko. So, I just
Mm.
have to go out, maglakad,
Tagtuyo.
tagtuyo.
Mhm. Tagtuyo. Oo, dumadating din ang El Nino pagdating sa ano, sa pagsusulat.
Mm,
But well, I guess ano, you just have to embrace those periods na kailangan mo rin, mag-savor or live your life, and then later on saka like it will come. It will come for sure.
mm.
So, okay. Teka lang po, paano po ba natin mabibili itong Boulevard of Broken Dreams? Parang,
Sige.
sige. Available po ito sa, tama po ba, sa Amazon?
Available 'to sa Amazon and,
Mhm.
paano ba natin share yung ano,
Okay,
yung
i-share ko itong ating, um, itong pre-order link
hmm,
for the paperback. Ayan.
yes.
Yes. So just check out this link so you can
Mhm.
pre-order the paperback book. I think it's 300 pesos. Tama po
Yes,
ba?
₱300, I think, and plus shipping costs.
Mhm.
Uh, so the more number of books you order, the less shipping costs you will
Mhm.
be incurred.
Oo. Tama, tama. So,
Mm. So
sobrang worth
damihan
it
yung
nito,
order.
promise. Ano po?
So so damihan na nila yung order para makatipid
Damihan
sila.
niyo na yung order, tama. Damihan
Mm,
niyo na yung order. And
mm,
also, malapit na yung Pasko. So I think it's the perfect Christmas gift.
mhm. And I
Mhm.
promise you all the stories here are touching I mean, these are stories of
Heartwarming.
triumphs and dreams, and you will be
Mm-mm.
inspired by each of the story.
Mm, yun. Shout out lang din kay Marigold Uy for our
Oh,
book cover design.
yeah, Marigold, thank you so much for the book cover. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Oo. Oo, 'di
Mm.
ba? Ang ganda.
Parang
Okay,
yeah,
so there you
Marigold,
go.
ginawa mo talagang gold.
Oo, gold. Grabe, grabe sobrang talented ng aming
Mm,
designer, creative artist.
mhm,
So yeah, ito yung aming rendition nung like the book. Sana like
mm.
I mean for me, parang nagawa naman po natin ng justice ano po,
Oo naman, oo.
yung book
And
cover.
thank you so much, Cindy, ah.
Ayun. Okay.
I would like to thank you for, being the instrument sa to finally release this book because I
Mhm.
think few of the stories matagal na nakatenga, eh. So dinagdagan ko na lang ng ibang story para
Mhm.
maging collection. So, and,
Mhm.
thank you for connecting with
Thank you
me,
so much
and
din
thank you
po.
sa 8 letters.
Mhm. Maliit na bagay lang po. And also, I think iba po kasi talaga kapag kunyari nagsusulat kayo and then versus putting it out to the world. Like, the more people reading your book, like the better. Kasi it's not for, ano eh, it's not, hindi porket, di ba, writer kayo, um, surely there should be someone reading your book. Pero at the same
Mhm,
time, parang we're imagining na somehow we're making a change pag
right,
nababasa
yes.
nila yung gawa natin. Like somehow, or in a way, na-entertain natin sila, or in a way, they can learn something from us.
Mhm. Yeah, actually that should be the goal or the
Mhm.
aim of each writer to share
Mhm.
kung ano man ang gusto nilang i-share, what they have in mind. And also
Mhm.
I mean, they should express. You write to
Mhm.
express, not to impress. Kasi yung
Mhm.
ibang
Mhm.
writers, they just want to impress people.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Yes, that's true.
So, yun.
At saka, syempre, yung iba, like, okay, hindi ko naman kinikriticize yung mga writers na gustong mag-impress. Ano,
Hmm.
pero the more that you wait for your work to be perfect, parang ano, hindi or hindi nyo mailalabas kung ano
Mhm.
man yung kung ano man yung talento nyo. So sayang lang din, 'di ba? Parang done is
Mhm.
better than perfect.
Yes, of course.
Mm.
And
Okay.
writers
So,
should not aim for perfection. Hindi naman talaga, I
mhm.
mean, wala naman talagang perfect book eh. Maski naman yung mga libro nila Dan Brown, nila Joyce
Mhm.
Carol Oates, kung talagang babasahin mo, may makikita ka pa rin mga konting questionable,
Mhm.
may mga grammar errors pa nga minsan eh.
Errors.
Oo.
Oo. Ayun. O sige po. Thank you so much po ulit, Sir Ron. Meron pa po ba kayong mga last message to our viewers, or may gusto po ba kayong pasalamatan dito sa books na to, sa book na to, or anything else? Any other message
Yes.
you want to
Yeah, of course.
tell our viewers?
Okay. First of all, gusto kong magpasalamat sa iyo, Cindy, uli for being
Ay.
part of this book. Kasi kung wala ka talaga, hindi to mapapublish eh. I mean, you are the way. Parang ano, I have the
Mhm.
way to truth and you are the instrument kung bakit na
Mhm.
na-publish itong book.
Mhm.
Um,
Thank you so
eight
much
letters
po.
too.
Wala pong manuman. Okay.
8 letters too. And sa mga nanonood ngayon and those who are watching, please buy this book and I promise you talagang you will enjoy these books. Kasi ang mga
Mhm.
stories dito are very relevant and you can relate kasi parang pang Pilipino talaga to. Although this was written in English, yung buhay. Pero sa loob niya may mga Tagalog words din doon. Kunyari, halimbawa, yung Betong Pilay lang eh. Yung Pilay,
Mhm.
Tagalog.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm.
so makaka-relate talaga kayo dito sa stories ng book na to. So buy this book and sabi ni Cindy kanina, it's a good is a perfect or an excellent gift sa mga gusto ninyong makabasa ng libro. Kasi hindi naman ito makapal eh. There are only 6 stories and short stories lang ng mga ito. You can actually read it in one sitting if you want. And actually, that's my target. Gusto ko pag binasa nila yung libro, parang tuloy-tuloy. Kunyari, nasa train ka, nagbabasa ka,
Mhm.
so matatapos mo yung libro. Pagdating na from Chunwan, nagbasa ka, siguro pagdating mo na Central, tapos mo na yung dalawa. So pag uwi mo uli, basahin mo din, dalawa na naman uli. Pagdating sa
Aha.
bahay, dalawa. And then in one day, tapos mo yung book. And then you can tell
Mhm.
the stories to other people na ito yung favorite kong stories, ganyan-ganyan. So, yeah. So this is how the book will amaze you. And also, I'd like to invite everyone to always, if you have time, listen to Pinoy Life on RTHK Radio 3 every 4 o'clock to 6 p.m. every Sunday, AM 567. Or you can go to my Facebook page kasi pinapublish ko doon yung link ng radio namin. And so mapapakinggan nyo na yung radio. And then if you also would like to read some more stories, articles, or things that you would like to be inspired, you can also go to my Facebook page kasi I wrote many articles there na you can actually read and then na pwede ring maging usable sa buhay-buhay nyo. Mm.
Ayun. Thank you so much. Ayan.
Mm.
So, ano po ba yung Facebook page link nyo? Do they just have to search for Ron or Lacson?
Yes, search for Ron R. Lacson.
Mhm.
Palagi ko nag-iisa. Ewan ko, siguro may kapangalan ako. Pero madali na makita eh. Ron R. Lacson.
Mhm.
Tapos marami mga sulat doon. Wala masyadong photos doon. Puro sulat.
Mhm.
Sulat, saka may mga photos din sa mga sulat. Photos, ha?
Mm. So, kung gusto nyo ng patikim, bago kayo bumili ng libro, tingnan nyo muna yung Facebook page ni Sir Ron Lacson. And then, yes, I think, it's so easy naman to read this book. Kasi, nung binabasa ko to, ito yung, parang nagpapatulog sa akin. Parang ang bilis. Ang bilis lang. Bago
Tama,
ako
tama.
makatulog, natapos ko na yung isang story. So, yun.
Mm.
It's perfect. So, okay. So, that's all from us today, guys. I hope may natutunan kayo sa amin.
Yeah,
And
sana.
check out Ron Laxon's Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It'll be available on Amazon. Later on, we'll post it on our Facebook page. But for the meantime, if you'd like to have the paperback, so ito yung pre-order copy link
Mhm. Yes.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Thank you
that's
so much,
all. Thank you
Cindy.
so much,
Thank you so
guys.
much
And
for
thank you
the
so much,
opportunity.
Sir Ron.
Thank you too. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. All right. Bye.